Hey, 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 happy Saturday, Soul Tribe. It is Sarah Jane from Access Your True Nature, and it is sundown time here. It's just been my daughter Thalia and I, and we've had an amazing day just being in each other's frequency. She's my big growth partner in my life, and it's always wonderful when we just get to spend some quality time together, just being together, because the greatest gift that you can actually give to the world is your own happiness and your own joy, and feeling good inspires other people to feel good about themselves, and that, to me, happiness is what makes you successful. It's not the other way around, and all chasing all these external things all the time, we just get further and further away from what it is that we want to share and what it is that we want in our lives. And also to remember, I was with an amazing group of women. One of my clients had a launch yesterday of her new winter line, and my heart was just burst wide open to see all these incredible women with their own talents and capacities, just seeing each other and celebrating each other and sharing the joy. And it's like a contagion that just has this ripple effect over everybody that you touch. And here's another thing, it's like, what if it could be that easy and effortless to just show up and be yourself and just be the joy that you came into this world knowing that you were. When we were lying in the nursery, in the hospital, and maybe some of the babies around you were screaming, and maybe some of them were a little bit miserable or unhappy, and maybe some of them were just lying there quietly, gazing up at the sky, wondering what this beautiful life experience was going to bring for them. And nobody ever came along and looked at one of you and said, oh, that one, oh no, that one, she can't be joyful, and oh, that one, she's never going to succeed, or that one, he's never going to amount to anything. You came in as this beautiful physical embodiment of a frequency that is so aligned and in so much resonance with being in harmony, in congruence, in alignment with everything around you. It's the natural order of sufficiency. It's the natural law of abundance. And it's so easy to let other people in your environment pull you down into their own lower vibrational frequency. I know how easy it is to get hooked in, and I know that some of what I've been feeling in the last couple of days is just this absolute space and opportunity to just sort of sink in and just allow myself to receive and appreciate the different energy, because my partner's gone away, and the dynamic changes when it's just Thalia and I together. This is what happens when we are in community, is we are empaths, we are intuitive, and it is so easy to pick up on other people's frequencies. So remember that you are not responsible for how anybody else is feeling. It's not up to you to make them feel any different to what they're already feeling. And knowing that what appreciates appreciate, if you just allow people, it's the greatest gift that you can be, is that expression of gratitude, that expression of allowance to say, I see where you are as the witness, and I will hold myself in silent support for you, without trying to get them to be anything other than they are, or experience anything that they're other than what they're experiencing in the moment. So, what if it could be as simple as raising your vibrational frequency up and banding together like this amazing, incredible community of powerhouse women that are just lighting up the sky that I was with yesterday, in their own ways, with their own talents, and being able to come together. This is how we raise the frequency of the planet. Hello, Dylan Dawson. How did the show go today? I was sending you big doses of good vibes. So just remember, let other people have their own experiences. It's the greatest freedom that you can give yourself, is to just allow yourself to experience what you're experiencing, and be the greatest version of yourself, and let people around you be the greatest version of themselves. There's nothing to change. And remember, there's nothing to hide, and there's nothing to prove. And when you come from that space of allowance, of allowing yourself to feel what you're feeling, to choose what you're choosing, to move the way that you want to move, and let other people do that, and stop accepting it as a responsibility that you have to change something that's going on in somebody else's universe. It might be true that you may be experiencing some challenges or some difficulties in your life right now, and they may not have been entirely in your control or in your choice. Hi, Christina. that you have the power of choice to choose something else, right? You just have to adjust your frequency, realign, get yourself back on track with your North Star, and go there, because nobody else can do it for you. Nobody else can do that for you. And whatever you're doing, wherever you are right now, I just wanted to come in here and remind you, that when you are in allowance, what you appreciate appreciates. Appreciate what you don't like, what maybe is showing up in your world that you don't like. And say thank you. Thank you for the gift of that experience, of that viewpoint, of that contrast, so that you can get even more empowered, aligned, and in resonance with what it is that you want to do. And go there. Go there. The only control that you have in your life is the power of creation and the power of choice. So I invite you, wherever you are today, just to remember that you just showing up in this gorgeous little body of yours is joy. You're a gift. You didn't come in here less than. We were all born into this illusion of time. You are the spaciousness and the infinite possibility of being the greatest, best version of yourself. Hello, Anjana. It was so great to see you last night, and you were glowing in your essence, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. And I'm so glad that you came out and celebrated with us. So that's my little love note for you today. It says my battery is low, and I also don't know what's going on with the connection today, but the connection, Johannesburg, I don't know, has anyone else been experiencing that? Little funky in the airwaves. So what if we together are raising the frequency of the planet, because we're living in our best version of joy and our best version of allowance and kindness and gratitude? And those are the 5 cornerstones of everything. So that when you allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to express what you are experiencing, the good, the bad, the ugly, as all things equal, we are together changing the frequency of the earth. So let's get back to that beautiful solfeggio frequency of highest vibrational form, possibility, and structure. So be kind to you, know where you are, know who you are, and know the power of choice is yours and yours alone. And post below, let me know what you're choosing to create for yourself this weekend. Really tap into that creative energy, that aspect of you, that spark that comes from total alignment, and do some vibrational alignment. Go get some support from somebody who can give that to you. And just remember, what you appreciate appreciates. So you are not responsible for anything other than how you are going to respond to every opportunity that the universe hands you. Even though it may look a little different to what you think you're asking for, it never looks like you think it's going to look. It never shows up the way that it shows up, but it is all there for you to receive as the highest, greatest good of you. And that's the gift that reminds you to just keep being you and step into your power and raise that vibration up and take people up with you, because there's only one of you. And your frequency matters in the great collective conscious soup, this beautiful web of life that we're all connected to. So go forth, have a beautiful Saturday wherever you are, and let me know what you're up to and what else is available for us to know about you, to be the freak of nature that you are, and be full of yourself. Remember, there's no one else that you should be full of except you. So have a beautiful day. Love you lots. Bye. Mwah.